Alright, so this is a quick instructional video on how to unpack and set up the kiosk. It'll come shipped like this, and you'll notice on the wheels there's little locks. I'm just going to lock the wheels that are on the back side of the case so that it stays still. And then I'm going to unclip the door, which will flip out. Don't lock this wheel because it'll hold the door shut. So I just open up the door, and you'll see the kiosk here. There is the fabric wall that we're going to project against, and then there's the ramp right here that allows us to roll out the kiosk. I'm just going to simply remove the little clip. I'm going to put my body to hold the ramp. I'm going to just stow the little foam that protects the ramp up top here, and then I'm going to pull out the ramp. You'll notice that the ramp has got some little hinges on it. Those hinges clip on some other hinges inside the actual case so that when you pull down the ramp, they'll be engaged. Once it's down, you'll see that it's very sturdy, and then I can just roll out the ramp, roll the kiosk down the ramp. Now the way you should put this away and the way that you should pull it out is there are 4 wheels on the kiosk. On this end, the wheels swivel. On the back side, they're fixed. So it's a safer way to do it like this with the fixed wheels in the pack so I can steer the front end. And you can see that I'm being very careful to watch that the kiosk stays centered on the ramp. I'm just going to roll it down. And like I said, this end has got the wheels on it, so I can just spin it around. And I'm going to show you how to set it up. But the fabric wall is going to go back over here. I grab my electrical cord, and you'll see in the back there's just a cord lane. I'm going to plug that in. In addition to that, you're going to see that the projector here has a protective screen on it. I'm just going to open that up. And within the top of the projector, you can see that there is a little yellow power button. If I push that once, you'll see that it'll turn blue. And that means it's on. My next step is to turn on the computer, and I just push that button. And now we're going to go around to the front. And we're going to wait for the computer to boot. You can see it's going to go through a little bit of a booting sequence. And you can see that we have instructions on the front of the screen. I'm just going to read it to you. Welcome to the Royal Caribbean International Cruise Tour and Shore Excursion Interactive Kiosk. When you're done with the kiosk and ready to shut it down, please go to the back of the kiosk and type Alt and the F4 key on the keyboard. Now I'm going to walk you around back right now and show you where that is, because that's very important. This little back panel is just Velcroed in place just very easily. And if I flip it up, you can see the speaker system and the keyboard. So you hit Alt F4 and that will pull you out of the kiosk mode, which we're going to put you into shortly. But I just want you to understand that this is very important. You won't be able to shut down the system unless you hit the Alt F4. So now I'm just going to flip this down, and I'm going to continue reading the instructions. This will close the window and get you ready to shut down the computer. You'll be back to this screen, and then all you need to do when you shut it down is do it normally like a computer and click the shutdown button. But right now, we're going to follow the instructions, and next to the red arrow, there is a little icon that says Kiosk Chrome. Just double tap on that with your finger, and it will launch the kiosk. And if I hit the start button, you start the process, which I'll take you through. I do want to show you one thing about the volume. We're going to go around the back again. The volume is preset on the sound system, but this speaker right here, on the front of it, there's two knobs, and they adjust the volume for both speakers and the subwoofer. So if it's too loud or too soft, you can always adjust it right there. I'm just going to reach around the front, and I'm going to turn down the volume just slightly so that you can hear me talking better. And then we're going to go back around to the front. How the kiosk works, once again, I'm just going to push start over right here. It's going to go back to the video. You can hear that I've turned down the volume quite a bit. You can hit start. It'll ask you whether you want to start in Vancouver or Anchorage. Let's just say we're going to go to Anchorage. We touch on that, and it'll draw out the course, and then we can go to the next step where it shows us the cruise tour portion, and then I'm going to continue, and it lets me choose my activities. Let's say I'm going to choose Denali Natural History Tour and Anchorage City Highlights. With those selections, my only option